All right, I got another TV mounting project, and this guy found me on some of my social medias, and it was actually a same day appointment. He called me up, I had some time, and went in there to mount his TV. Now this was actually in a high-rise building, and as I know that if a building's usually over 4 stories, that the studs will be metal. So I did bring some toggle bolts over there to make sure that I can install the TV. So I say 4 stories. I think I found some that's like stops at 5 stories that don't have metal studs in it. So I always just say, just to be safe, 7 stories or higher, it's definitely metal studs in it. And metal studs are, once you understand that they're metal studs, it's pretty simple. You just need toggle bolts and you're good to go. So that's me just measuring. He actually wanted it a little over to the left just because where his couch is sitting. That's me measuring the length of the TV so I can get the halfway mark, and so I know exactly where the edge can go. Luckily, this is a stationary mount where it actually has room to slide back and right, left to right. So I have some wiggle room with it, but I still want to get as precise as possible so I get the mount on the right studs. So that's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing here is just getting the studs right, and I'm just getting everything level. And this is me. I'm about to make my marks for where I actually want to drill at. This technique has always worked for me, and it's I can get through a TV mounting pretty quickly, even with metal studs. If you have the know-how and the right equipment, this stuff can go pretty fast and pretty efficient. You just have to have the know-how and the right equipment. Obviously, if you have any questions, you can just leave them down in the comments. You know, and my last video, I've actually had a lot of people that watched it, and I appreciate it. I got a couple subscribers, so if you got any pointers or maybe any questions how I did it and you want some pointers from me, please mention it down in the comments and I will get back to you. And if you're made it this far, can you please like and subscribe to this video? It definitely means a lot to me. My channel is a micro channel at the moment, but I want to build this community bigger, so please subscribe to this channel. And this is me just drilling into the metal studs right now. Well, this is a pilot hole I'm making. I make a pilot hole. I use a stud finder, then I use a stud buddy, which is my favorite tool because it has a magnet on it, which will connect to metal. Now, it doesn't have to be a metal stud in order to use a stud buddy, because the way people hang drywall is with metal screws. So if you find a screw, you just found the stud. So the stud buddy is great. I use the stud finder to actually get a estimate of where it's at. So I will find with the stud finder, and then with the stud buddy, I'll just go back and forth until I find that screw. Or in this case, I don't think I found a screw. I just found the metal stud. So it was pretty simple. And now I think I got my, did I already get my toggle bolts in? Yes. So I got my toggle bolts in, and I'm just making sure that everything is level. This process, it's for me, it's pretty simple, but it can be a kind of a tedious process. It's not hard at all, honestly. Once you get the hang of it, it's very simple. But yeah, just got to get them in and make sure that everything is level to not just to my liking, but to the level's liking. Make sure it's right, and it's just us. We're about to get the TV on the wall. And yeah, if I'm honest, this project was, it's mounting a TV. And for me, not for everybody, right? Or some people are just scared to drill into the wall. They don't know what's behind there. Some people just don't have confidence in drilling into the wall. That's why I get hired, is because they don't have the confidence, they don't have the tools, they don't have the know-how. But I've gotten so good at it, and now I can bust out just hanging the TV on the wall. It really only takes me about 15 minutes, really, from getting into the location and starting. About 15 minutes. Now, I offer them two options. I said you can get a in the wall concealment of your wires, where I'll be creating an outlet behind the TV, or he lives in a high-rise luxury apartment, and I offered him the apartment-friendly wire concealment, which, as you can see, has the cord management box there, and I'm just cutting it to size because he has that entertainment system or console right under his TV. So I'm cutting it to size, and then I'm going to move that console and start making my holes because there's these wire concealment actually strips. They come with screws and anchors. And the anchors, I actually like those type of anchors. They're like the screw type of anchors. The only problem with these ones, they're plastic. So once you put the anchors in, you can't just drill it right into the wall. So what I like are the metal screw anchors that you can actually drill into the wall. Now, it's always best to make a pilot hole, and even a little larger pilot hole, just so you're not drilling into a stud. And it makes it easier, because what happens is, if you don't make a pilot hole, you may strip that screw anchor, and then you just got to anchor halfway in the wall, and you got to grab some pliers and unscrew it and pull it out. So I like to make a larger pilot hole that my screw anchor can fit in, and then I just screw it in there. This is me doing the other side of the cord management strip here. And yeah, I'm about to just make my template. Right now I'm looking to see whether or not how even it is and where the middle of the TV is at. And then I can make my alignments up, and then I can just go ahead and make my marks once I get this thing level. Yeah, I got it. I'm getting it level right now, and I can go ahead and make my marks. Now, I really truly like this wire concealment case strip, but if anybody knows some better ones, I got that one at Home Depot. If anybody knows some better ones that are specifically for wire concealment and wire management for TVs, let me know down in the comments, please. I'm always willing to find new things and implement new techniques in my business. So, like I said, if you know anything that's pretty good, you can just comment on it, and I'll look it up and see whether or not it'll work. And and here goes. I'm pulling the anchors out right now, and I think I already made the pilot holes. And with these anchors, you can see I'm screwing them in. Now, I got this thing sped up, so it's going in kind of fast, but I'm actually like screwing a little bit and stopping, screwing a little bit and stopping. I'm not just, like a bull in a china shop. I'm kind of being strategic with it, because you can easily strip these in. Like I said, I got to grab the pliers. And with these, they're plastic, opposed to the metal ones. The plastic ones will break in half. So now I got to screw the damn hole out. And if I screw the hole out, a lot of times the hole gets too big for the anchor, and I got to use a toggle bolt to put in there. It just makes it a headache. So you want to use the right technique the first time, and not have to go over and fix some work that you messed up on. So, and I did it right the first time, and now I'm screwing everything in, and I'm about to put that cord up and make sure it's concealed, and it just makes everything look more clean. that wire hanging down. Some people don't want to invest in how it looks. So, but some people want to invest in the looks. Here goes the end product. Boom.